Saw they'd spent 450 million pounds. Isak comes in, Wirtz. It's presumed they would be the team to beat. Are you not surprised at how they've gone when you saw the money that they're chunking this on?
I don't know, but I think, well, the previous year they didn't spend much and they managed to win the Premier League, you know, so that's football and that's the reality of that. At the end, you need a lot of things to go your way to be champion, and almost everything has to be perfect. And the moment you have issues around the squad or with players injured or whatever it is, then it's not that perfect. And we all have gone through those stages, and we all go through those stages throughout the season, and we have to navigate through that.
Do you think underlines that, money doesn't necessarily guarantee success? If you spend big money, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get trophies?
Well, there is a lot of stories, especially when you talk about the level of wages that you spend in the squad and the level of players that you have, that over a certain period of time, you are going to be very successful. That's the history of the Premier League. It's not something that I'm saying that has happened time after time in this league over the years.
Yes, Mikel, you said earlier about how you didn't necessarily ask or demand to be manager rather than head coach. How did that conversation come about then, like that transition? Because surely you just want to come out of the blue.
No, it was in my house, and they came to me and they started to propose the idea of what I thought and the way they wanted to structure the club. That was after probably 5-6 months in the job, and they believed that it was it. This is where I think I can help. This is my vision. This is what I would do. This is how I see this project. I presented it, and from there we started all together to start to add value to those ideas.
Who was in the community house?
Sorry?
Who was it that one?
No, I prefer to keep that private.
And in terms of the change, what are the main differences that you've seen with that title? So we've seen obviously with Amorim, with Maresca, the problems that they've obviously said about the caught up with the difference. What's the main changes?
Honestly, for me, it was the same here. The next day, because even doing that, I never am forced to say, no, I want this player and c'est fini, don't talk. And it's my decision. I think the best decisions are always when people can discuss them, can reflect on the reasons why we have to do what we have to do, agree to that, and then once we make a decision, whether it is the right one or the wrong one, stick by it.
Tom, Reach.
Hi, Mikel. Can I ask you about Martin Ødegaard?
Yeah.
He's 3 goal contributions in his last 3 games, and you've won every single game that he has started in, bar the Villa game so far this season. He's only one player in the 11, but what does that say about his importance to your team when he does start those matches?
Well, he's a massive player for us. That's why he's our captain. And this season, we started a long part of this season without him, and especially with a lot of interferences in relation to the injuries that he had, starting games and having the problem in the shoulder, coming back, having another one, then having the knee injury. So, yeah, the team, obviously, it is different with him. It's true that we have very good options as well to do that. But when Martin is at his best and the manner that he's playing at the moment is a player that makes a huge difference for us.
And Epps has come in this season, probably the first time Martin has a player of a similar age to him, similar seniority and, of course, value in the team. Do you feel like Epps' arrival has pushed Martin, maybe made him more focused to compete for that first team position slot?
Yeah, but I think we can extend that to any position in the squad, and that's what we have tried to do with Piero arriving or Mosqueda. Probably guys didn't expect that much of the level of performances that he had, but that's what we want. And Epps has been exceptional when he's played and when he hasn't played that much, and that's a big quality that we have in the squad that we have to recognize, because then the other players can fulfill their role and everybody's happy because the team is performing and winning.
Sam? Can you say he's been exceptional when he's not played? What does that?
Because his level of desire is going even higher. The way he trains every day, the way he wants it, the way he wants to make everything that it takes to change my mind and give him more minutes, it's been phenomenal. And that's not easy. It's easy to expect it, but with the level of players that we are talking, that's not easy. And I'm very confident that we're going to see a great version of Epps in the recent months.
He obviously can play centrally or on the left as well. He's played both. Do you have a feeling now, after a few months working with him, where he's best on the pitch and where he'd get the best out of him for us?
Depends on the relationship that he has around him and the type of game that we have to play. It's true that he's always been more shifted to the left, whether it's wide or in that pocket space. But as well, he has some great games with us playing the right. I mean, he's that intelligent. He's that good as a footballer that he can occupy any space. I'm more driven to decide where he plays in relation to the players he has got around him than his position, basically.
We're not going to be able to get to everyone today, I'm really sorry, so we have the last couple. Gary?
Sort of the Liverpool game early in the season when people sort of said about the tactics in the start, did it irritate you at the time? And maybe that had a city that people from the outside were commenting on how you played those games?
No, I mean, it's normal. At the end, you are getting judged whether you win or not. We have a massive chance in the second half. We won 1-0. Zero discussion, zero questions about that for sure. So I understand that that's where we work, and it's fun. And the people can have different opinions and understand or not understand why we decide certain things or pick certain players as well. But we know their physical state probably won't, because nobody asked me, is the other players available to start? Nobody has. People assumes that we have all the information. You guys don't, and it's normal, and we don't want to provide that either. So normally, with the information that you have to make the judgment that, in your opinion, was the best case to win the game, and that has to be accepted.
Finally, Ed.
Hi, Mikel. I've got another stat for you. Sorry.
Good.
It's well. See your thing. Your top at the moment. Your two top scorers have got 5 goals.
Yeah.
And the lowest top scorer for a Premier League title winner, if you get my meaning, is 13. So at the moment, you're not on course to set a new record potential. Do you think that's an issue, or is that something that you created in the team, that you spread the goals around rather than have to rely on one person?
We want the goals spread, and our strikers is scoring over 20 goals. That's the idea that's selling it.
Okay, and in terms of Viktor Gyokeres, he hasn't scored a goal from like 10 games, I think it is. Mm-hmm. Is that something that's something you're working on with? Do you think that he is getting closer to going on a bit of a run?
Yes, and I'm probably not better not to talk too much, because those players and the quality that they have around them, then they can go and score 10 games in a row. So we've gone through that. That's normal. Take it with naturality. The good thing is that team is performing really well and winning matches, and that's what we need at the end.
And do you think having a bit more competition with Kaya back and Gabriel Jesus as well is going to push him on?
I don't think it's related to, I mean, we're not going to change Victor's desire or his attitude or his work rate or how much he's willing to score goals because he's got another player in. It will be because of the circumstances, because sometimes there is an element of luck to score goals as well, or energy that it has to go in your way, and it will come.
Okay, guys. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.
When I look at those stats, the data that is given